Okay, libtards, listen up. If I gotta watch your shit, you gotta watch my shit. Okay, so fair's fair. Anyway, I get a lot of stuff saying, oh my God, we're comparing the current system in the United States to Orwell's 1984 or Animal Farm. And I'm like, is it? Is it really? I started really thinking about it. I think, wait, there is a story I've read that is more indicative of the situation in the United States, because it's not 1984 and it's not Animal Farm. But the more I thought about it, I thought, yeah, I've read a story like this. And I did a little search on the internet, found it, and I realized I actually have it here in my little library here. And here it is. It is written by Edgar Allan Poe. He wrote it in 1845, and this book, well, it's a short story called The System of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather. The story, plot of the story, the premise of the story is inmates have taken over the asylum. And it's quite a funny story. It's about this doctor. He goes down to the south of France. He hears about this asylum that has an interesting way of treating the patients. He goes into the asylum. He goes to a dinner party with the people he thinks is the staff, but they're really not the staff. They're the inmates, and they're acting all crazy and stuff like that. And the real staff are locked in the basement, or in the dungeons, I guess, in this old chateau that is now a mental asylum, and they're being tarred and feathered, and basically they escape. Now, while the dinner party is going on, and they burst into the room, beat the crap out of the inmates, and take back control of the asylum. And so, for you libtards like me, because remember, the algorithm is going to send your libtard message to me, because I'm a libtard like you, right? So I think this story is more indicative of what it is, but the way the story runs, unlike 1984 or George Orwell's Animal Farm, these stories end very differently. In this story, things are corrected, right? The staff take back control of the asylum and put the patients back where they belong. So you got to keep that in mind when you're sending out these messages, I think. Somehow you've got to formulate a message that reaches the people who consider you a bad actor when you're really the staff. You're the person who should be in charge, not them. And just think about what you see on the news and the silliness of these people. They're ridiculous. And if you read this short story by Edgar Allan Poe, you will